Welcome to Cardio HIIT number 17. Today we have 18 different exercises and one set only, and we're using our timers. So go ahead and set your timer for 45 seconds of work and 15 seconds of rest, and we're starting with surfboard jumps. So we've done these before, and we saw the surfer squat jumps last week, so now we're just adding in the element of the burpee. So starting on the mat all the way down on your belly, you're going to press up and jump right into that surfer squat. Come back down to the mat and switch sides. So remember, 45 seconds, keep going. Move as quickly as you can, but don't compromise your form. Really squeeze the abs here. You're actually getting really awesome ab work in, so don't be lazy. When you come back, sink into the glutes, lean back. And our next exercise, grab your jump rope for high knees. So as always, if you don't have a jump rope, that's okay. You don't need one. You can just perform regular high knees. But if you have the jump rope, it does make it a little bit more challenging. So drive those knees up, squeeze the abs in tight. Quick breaths here, and nice and light on the feet. So push yourself here. Drive those knees up. Move quickly, and if you want to add in another challenge, you can get a weighted jump rope, which just has about 2 to 3 pounds in the handle, so that just kind of adds in a little bit of arm work for you, and it makes it a little bit more challenging for your core. Next up, we have a kettlebell swing, snatch, and swing, and we're going to alternate sides. So, starting legs wide, one hand on the weight, swing the weight up for the kettlebell swing. Go for the snatch, and on that the second swing, you're going to switch hands. So, swing, snatch. On that second swing, you're going to switch. And if you don't have a kettlebell, you can always just use a free weight. So don't give up on the exercise just because you don't have a kettlebell. Just keep pushing yourself. Use what you've got. There's been times when I'm on vacation and I have no weights with me, so I'll use water bottles. I'll use objects in the room as long as it's safe. Just whatever you've got. And next we have a side step kettlebell swing. So starting legs wide, as you swing up, you're going to bring one foot in to meet the other. As you lower, you're going to step that foot back out. So it's going to help engage the hips a little bit more. You're still working your core, you're still working your glutes. As you come up in the swing, make sure you're driving that swing with the glutes and your core. You're not flailing your arms around. You're not using your arms to swing that weight up. Don't let the weight pull your shoulders and round them forward. Make sure your back is nice and flat. Core is tight. Next, grab your jump rope again for side hops. Jumping side to side, nice and quick. Think of your lower half as a pendulum, so you're going to squeeze your abs, and using your obliques, you're going to shift your legs side to side on each jump. Again, squeeze your abs in. Quick breaths here. Back is flat. Light on the feet. It's okay if you lose your rope. Just get right back into it. Don't take that as an opportunity to just stop and rest. Try to keep going. And now for our next exercise, grab your weight again for B-ball jump lunges. So it's okay if you lose your balance a little bit. It really does throw you off, so take your time getting into it, and once you get the flow of things, you can try to move a little bit more quickly. Jump switch, you're going to squeeze your abs to lean forward and reach the weight under, and if the jump is too much, you can just do a reverse lunge and switch the weight under your leg. So you're still going to feel it. You're just losing the plyometrics with that, but you're also working your core still. So you're still getting good work there, still working the legs. But if you want the intense cardio, go for the jumps. Next, we have a burpee and a full kettlebell swing. So on the mat, jump back, give me a push-up, jump your feet in, grab your weight, swing the weight all the way up, lower back to start, and jump back for the plank. So when you swing that weight all the way up, I want to make sure you're not arching your back. So you're not letting the weight affect your back at all. You're squeezing your abs so tight that they're controlling the motion of the weight. So again, make sure you're not swinging the weight up using your arms. That's going to help protect your back as well. You're just squeezing your glutes, and that's helping to drive the weight up. To modify, give me a push-up on the knees. You can step in. And again, go for that full swing. So next, we're going to come down for a prisoner squat jump. Keep your hands behind your head for 10 prison jacks. So after you give me 10 jacks, you want to keep your legs wide, sink into a deep squat, spring up, and then go right back into the jacks. So nice and strong on that squat jump. Really spring up. Focus on that jump. That's how you're going to get that good cardio in. You want explosive movements for this. So sink. Nice strong jump and right back into the jacks. So next, down on the mat, you're going to give me 10 mountain climbers and 10 plank jacks. So abs in nice and tight, shoulders, elbows, and wrists are in line. If your arms are burning, you can take a quick little pause and rest and then try to get right back into it. Don't forget to breathe. Quick breaths. Drive those knees up nice and strong. 10 jacks. Let's go. Next, we have alternating side plank dips. So, side to side, in your plank, hand behind the head, dip your hip to the mat, rotate back into plank, and switch to the other side. So you get a little bit of recovery here, but still push yourself. Don't perform this lazily, use good form, and still try to move as quick as you can using good form. If the dip is a little bit too advanced for you, then I want you guys to just alternate a side plank. So just rotate side, hold the plank, come back down into your traditional plank, and then rotate to the other side. And next we have a squat, duck, and punch. So starting legs wide, you want to dip in the middle as you raise up to the side. You want to give me a jab. So again, move quick, a bit of active recovery. Not as explosive as some of the other exercises that we've done today, but you still want to move. We're not trying to bring the heart rate completely down. We're just trying to level out a little bit. Give yourself a chance to slightly recover before we get into some more intense exercises. We've got a few more to go before we're done with the workout, so just stay strong. So here we have broad jumps. So again, a bit more intense. So now that we've recovered a little bit, you should be able to give me your full energy on this. So start at the end of your mat, put a slight bend in your knees, leap forward, spring up off the ground, reach the other end of the mat, and as you reach, you're just going to sink into a squat. So sinking into that squat helps protect your knees. So you're really sinking into your glutes and you're using your quads there instead of just giving a nice hard landing right on your knees. So jump, squat, and now onto our next exercise, a hop over and plank kick out. So jumping to the side, jump back into plank, and then from that plank position, you're going to kick under and try to reach the opposite arm to tap the foot. So if the reach with the arm is a little bit too much for you, I want you to just do the kick under. So you can always take these movements in baby steps and work up till the full advanced exercise, but I don't want you to compromise the exercise entirely. So I don't want you to just give up if you see something and it looks a little bit too challenging for you. I want you to just try it. If it's too much, then of course I can give you ways to modify, or you can just do your best to complete the movement. You know some of the modifications by now. So never give up. It's all about the effort you put in. Even if it's modifications only, it's all about the effort. It's going to make a difference. So next, on our forearms, we're performing a pike walk. So you're just going to step your toes in, small little steps. As you do so, you're going to raise your butt up, staying on your forearms. Your head is going to start to shift through your hands. It's a bit more intense. My arms were burning at this point. So if you're burnt out, you can just do a plank rock, which is just shifting forward and back. Or you can still do a pike, but avoid the walk-in. So just shifting back, raising your butt up. If you want that full challenge, go for the walk-in. You're going to use your quads more, your abs, and your arms are going to be on fire at this point. So next up, side jump lunges. This is a movement we're familiar with at this point. It's really good cardio, but it's not as intensive as some of the exercises. So I want you guys to push here. Really try to move. Make sure you're sinking the hips back. You're sinking into the glutes as you reach your hand to the mat. You're not pushing into your knees. And keep going. Really push. I want you guys to think about moving faster and faster and faster, because at this point your body's going to start slowing down. You're going to be a bit fatigued. So the more you think about pushing yourself, the more you think about driving the movements and really giving it your all, the more intensely you're going to work. So we're getting close to the end here. You're going to give me a push-up and 10 twisted mountain climbers. So this is exercise number 16. We've got 2 more to go after this and you guys are done. So do not give up now. To modify, come down on your knees for the push-up and just give me knee twists without the jump. So a push-up and just 4 knee twists. But if you want to do that full advanced movement, give me the twisted climbs. So you're jumping the knees towards the opposite elbow. And come up for the push-up. So again, as you can see, I'm getting pretty fatigued by the end of this workout. This was a challenging one, but I'm not stopping. I'm not giving up. I modify when I feel like my muscles are giving out. And when I feel like I can go harder again, I go back for the full advanced movement. So that's what this is all about. It's all about learning when and where you can push yourself and to not overdo it. Living a healthy lifestyle is a very delicate balance, and it takes, obviously, 80% of the effort is going to come from your diet. It's going to come from clean eating. But that other 20% is the exercise that you put in, the daily activity. So these short hits that we do, they should be intense. Otherwise, if you're not putting in your all for 20 minutes, you're not going to get any benefit from it. And you may as well be doing an hour-long moderate paced exercise. You'll get more benefit from that, which is fine. But if you want something quick that's going to fit in your schedule, give it your all. Don't give up on me here. So our last exercise, 4 crab kicks and 4 ab pikes. So, up in your bridge, reach to tap the toes. Again, if you can't reach and tap the toes, if it throws you off balance too much, just kick the legs up. And then you're going to lower all the way down to your mat for the pikes. So, keep it up. All right, so on to our stretch. You guys are done with the workout. You got the hard part over with. Now we're down to the good part. This is where you can release all the tension. So just opening the arms up side to side. Just again, trying to release some of that tightness. It's a lot of intensive plyo today. So before we force any stretches, we just want to loosen up a little bit first. And now let's sink into plie. Just hold the squat low. We're just opening the hips here. You can press your elbows into your legs. That'll help open the hips further. Now come up again. Bring the legs wider. Reach your head towards the mat. Stretching out hamstrings a little bit deeper. Come over to the right. And now over to the left. Now shifting into a low side lunge. If you can't come that low, just bring your body up a little bit higher. So maybe, a 90-degree bend in the leg would be a better position for you. And if you need support, you can always bring your hands down to the mat. So back center, jump the feet in. For a forward fold, you can grab under your toes to help pull yourself deeper into the stretch. Now come down to your mat. We're going to open the legs wide here. Inhale up and fold down to the mat. So as far as you can stretch without rounding your back or rounding your shoulders forward. So as far as you can go, if you can bring your body all the way to the mat, go for it. I am not that flexible. I can just get my forearms to the mat, so that's where I'm at. And now let's just open the side body, stretch to the side. So left arm overhead, right forearm on the mat. And now switch to the other side. Now let's bring the legs in. And let's just do a couple neck circles. So just circle in one direction, reverse. Carry a lot of tension here, especially just from a traditional work week. So try to release some of that too. Circle out the tension. Inhale up. Hands to the heart. Nice job, guys.